Blog Talk Radio.
Namaste and good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am Kili, Amma, Channel for the Divine, and I am with you today for our weekly message. Today's message is coming from the Divine Mother. So as I had pointed out last week, I am feeling that so far as coming through for channelings, it is the Divine Mother and Divine Father are merging into one, more or less. I guess I get a little bit more in balance myself. My guides are coming in more in balance as well. But the message is going to be coming from the Divine Mother today. And if you give me just a few moments to go ahead and get into channel, we'll see what she's bringing forth for us. Dear ones, this is a fantastic time for changes in your lives and in your world. There are many things that you're aware of that are changing and shifting. You can see differences in your weather pattern, in your banking system, in your government, and looking more personally, you can see changes going on with your own self. There are many of you that are finally awakening to the fact that someone that is not lifting you up does not need to be in your life any longer. Many of you are choosing now to stand in your own power and take control of your life, of your relationship, and break free from those that are no longer serving your higher purpose. Many of you have spent years and years and years in bondage, freeing yourself from karmic ties, trying to correct karmic wrongs from many lifetimes. And there have been people in your lives that have been there as the proverbial thorn in your side. And you're beginning to awaken to the fact that whenever you are around this person or these people, you find yourself to be just stressed and miserable and not thinking positively. You also find that some of these people, it seems like when you're around or in contact, tend to cause chaos either in your life or with your energy system. Some of them cling to you, very needy because they are not willing to find their own light. And they use manipulation to try to control you and to make you do what they want you to do. Now, with saying that, and this is going to be difficult for many of you that are not quite ready to hear it, but the only person you are truly responsible for is yourself. Now, with saying that, we understand obligations. We understand that many of you have these close ties to family, to friends, and many of you are feeling stuck in some of these situations. For many of these relationships are toxic. Now, just to be clear, when we say that the only one you're responsible for is yourself, that is true. However, if you are helping other beings, humans, children in this world, we are not saying to stop taking care of them. They are the ones that you need to nurture and bring into a more caring and loving environment where they are not dealing with the stress and the drama and the chaos of constant fighting, constant arguing, constant negativity and negative energy swirling around them. Most of the children that are in at this time are either new to this planet, not having incarnated here before, and they find the emotions and the words to be very harsh at times, especially if they're swirling in negativity. Many of the others have been here many, many times before, and while they are used to the energies, they are coming in at a higher vibration than which they have done in eons. Not since Atlantis have we had beings coming into this planet vibrating at this higher level. And realize that those who are vibrating at this higher level are unable to handle and deal with the more third-dimensional, heavier energies. So in that turn, what we're saying is that you need to clear the environments for those that you do need to take care of and do need to nurture. Going back to your own personal path, however, the only thing that is really here is your thoughts. And you have to control what winds up being placed in your mind, what you accept as truth. If you're in a toxic relationship or dealing with negative situations or unenlightened people, you will find that even though you have your protection up, even though you have your walls and your guards up, that these negative thoughts about yourself or your situation will still slip in and can plant seeds. Which, children, is another reason why we are telling you to be vigilant in guarding your thoughts. Watch what it is that is playing on your inner radio. What you are constantly hearing going through your head needs to change to a more positive frequency, more positive thoughts, more loving vibration. And you'll see that you're able to shift this by changing your environment and changing those that you listen to constantly. It is possible. You can break these ties. You can break these connections. You can leave. You are an infinite being. You are a divine creator. You can do anything you want. It is up to you to choose if you wish to continue your battle that you're having, or if you wish to cut the cords and move on in your path to lifting yourself up and continuing in your ascension. There are many planetary lineups, star lineups, along with solar flares coming from the sun that are helping to shift the planet into the next stage. This has been a very active year so far and will continue to be so. It would be wise for you children to take advantage of these planetary alignments, of these solar flares coming from your sun, and work on yourself in raising your vibration and moving on to following your own bliss. And when we say that, we mean that in all areas of your life. Instead of going to work for someone that you don't like at a job you can't stand for 8 to 12 hours a day, and being focused in all of that negative energy, it would be wise to start focusing on doing what you love and what brings you joy in order to support yourself in this life. The energies are aligned for that. And you have legions of divine assistance just waiting for your call. And call on the angels, call on the archangels, call on the ascended masters. Call on the names of the gods and goddesses if you wish. All that is of the light is coming from the divine. Call for assistance. Call for help in this. And follow what you're being told to do. It is time. It is past time, children. Find your joy into it. We know there are many of you that are going, I am doing that. However, I'm still waiting for what I see happening to manifest physically. Know, children, that as long as you hold on to this vision and hold on to your faith and continue working at what you love, all else will follow. Your thoughts are part of the problem. With this, we cannot tell you otherwise. For everything in this world is created with a thought. And we know that for many of you that are forerunners on this, that are here to show people how to do this, you're still figuring it out. And that's okay. You're exactly where you need to be. Please, with any of the advice we tell you, know that you're where you need to be. However, we're trying to help you to get where your soul is longing to be. And while many of you have made great, great, great progress on your thoughts, and we are so proud of you for the work that you have done, know that as you are still focusing on what you don't want to manifest, that is what you're manifesting. Even the most innocent of thought at times can cause a blockage. It depends on how much emotion and energy is flowing with that thought. keep seeing yourself doing what you love and seeing yourself receiving what it is that you are waiting for. And yes, for most of you, it is the financial support. Be careful who you listen to when it comes to these thoughts. Be careful of what you agree with when watching these thoughts. For if you have the thought, or shall we say, if you see or hear something that is putting off your manifestation, and you take that as truth, then it is so. As you are envisioning your dream, your reality in this world, see yourself as successful, as loving, as financially sound or secure as you choose to see yourself. See yourself as the divine infinite abundance that you truly are. And know it is coming to you. Know it is here with you. See it, feel it, smell it in your hands. Do not listen to any talk that tells you that it is otherwise. And moving forward, to those of you in the Western world, especially in America, there is a great awakening going on. The scales have been tipped. There are more of you becoming aware of the lies that you've been being told your entire life. And the lies that you have been believing for so long. As you awaken, as you tune in to other beings across the planet, as you are able to meditate and tune in to the group consciousness, you'll begin to see how much of your life have been being controlled by the government, controlled by authority figures, controlled by the media, and unfortunately, even being controlled by those that you trust, for they have been manipulated in the same way. There are many of the indigo ray that are here, the indigo children, and they are adults now, and they are in the places that they need to be for the revelation, to bust up these systems so that you can come to and stand in your own power. Now, children, as you are becoming more aware of how taken advantage of and manipulated you have been as a population, do not go into anger and fear. Go into your space of love and decide to make a change. This is not the time to get even. This is the time for love. This is the time to make the world what you want it to be. This is the time to reveal all of the untruths that you have been told throughout your entire life. This is the time for you to awaken and to be aware and start creating the world as you wish to see it. There are many places in this world that are doing a quiet, peaceful revolution. However, your media is only showing the wars and all of the violence that is going on in the world, and that is to hold you back from your own power and to keep you under their thumb. Awaken to this knowledge, children. If you are in need of confirmation, look for news sources outside of your own country. Look for news sources from your friends across the world. Or, which would be the optimum way of doing so, go into meditation and ask to be shown the truth. They will only give you what you are prepared to see at this time. But as you do so more and more often, more and more will be revealed to you. There are great, great changes coming, beloveds. And it is up to you to stay focused on the positive aspects, on the light, and on the joy. We know we give you this pep talk every week, but that is because it is needed. And we are here to not only provide information, but encouragement for every light being on this planet. Stay in your hearts, beloved, as you go through these shifts. Find your balance. The closer you come to your balance, the less your personal world will wobble, the less chaos and drama and animosity will be coming into your life. Find your balance. Bring in the light on a daily basis. Call on the light to come in, surround you, clear you, cleanse you, guide you, and assist you. Do not fear with what you are hearing. No matter where you hear it, fear not, for the only thing that will bring us back to our pre-Atlantean time, to the higher vibrational living, the coming from love and caring and respect for one another, will only come through the fall of the older dense energies. As with the fall of Atlantis, the plunge into a denser third-dimensional world happened with destruction, with chaos. And so, as this planet rises its vibration together, there are going to be chaos. Energetically, physically. And it is up to every single one of us to choose to come from your heart in all things. We understand that being in this human form with all of these emotions, it is difficult. We know this. We have been in body before as well. It is something that you must make a decision on constantly, and how you're going to react to a situation or what thoughts you're going to believe. Do not fret if you find yourself swinging out of balance. It is normal. Point is to find yourself back to your center. We know that many of you see this as a battle with your ego, a battle with your mind, or even those who are on a more religious bent see it as a battle with the devil. The truth is, children, it is a battle with yourself. And truthfully, there is no battle. For this is just a school, and you are merely here to learn. We give you tips to help you have a better, easier, shall we say, time through this ascension. Know that as you are working with controlling your thoughts and your actions and your words and your deeds, many of you are going to have reactions that are going to be ingrained, that are going to come out from your ego. This is the way it is. I thank you for joining me for this message today. I am the Divine Mother, and I love you. Namaste. Wow, that was a really good message from the Divine Mother. Only got like a minute, so I want to thank you all for joining us. Please do check out my website, www.kiliamma.com. That's KILIAMMA.com. I have tons of information on there, links to all my everywhere, YouTube, my blog, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, it's on there. If you'd like to make an appointment with me for a reading, healing, or counseling session, my phone number is area code 850-375-2996. That's 850-375-2996. Or you can email me at kiliamma@yahoo.com. That's KILIAMMA@yahoo.com. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please join us this Friday for our weekly energy transmission. I love you, and namaste.